In October 2006, I had laser eye surgery with Optimax in Leeds. Initially, the results were good, but only lasted for a short period of time. I returned back to Optimax, complaining that my right eye was constantly watering and I had started to squint. The optometrist told me it was nothing to worry about, but that I would be monitored on a regular basis. My symptoms progressively got worse, along with my vision, may I add. Optimax tried to lose me out of the system on more than one occasion, but I persevered because I knew something wasn't right. I was suffering the most unbearable pain, irritation, and burning sensations in my right eye. I was back to wearing glasses, which really to me was not the end of the world, but Optimax continued to ignore my symptoms and the pain that I was describing to them at every appointment. They assured me it was caused by dry eye, telling me it was a common side effect of laser eye surgery. No one had mentioned this before. That was great. All they offered me were eye drops and gels. They gave me no relief whatsoever. Further down the line, I was horrifyingly told that I had corneal ectasia. I had no idea what this was, or how serious it was, or how detrimental an effect that this would have upon my life. The cornea weakens and slowly deteriorates because the eye is changing shape. I actually thought at one point, progressively in time, I might go blind. I have since had collagen cross-linking treatment at Optimax in the right eye, but I now have found out I also need the left eye too. Collagen cross-linking does not cure corneal ectasia, it just stops it from getting any worse. The only way I can describe this procedure is as pure torture, and I feel physically sick at the thought of having to go through this procedure again. Still suffering with severe symptoms after the collagen cross-linking, they told me this would ease off with time. However, the symptoms weren't being caused by ectasia. After submitting a formal complaint to Optimax owner Russell Ambrose, I was finally referred to Professor Harmon Dewar, who at the time was the president of the Royal College of Ophthalmologists. In February 2013, Professor Dewar diagnosed stromal nerve damage in the right eye. Apparently the nerves in the eyes can under or overheal. This causes an unbearable amount of pain. Optimax paid for this referral, but have now refused to fund any follow-up appointments with Professor Dewar, who now continue to treat me. It seems the lifetime aftercare guarantee I was given before my surgery doesn't apply to this, and quite honestly, I'm not sure what it actually applies to, if anything. In the midst of all of it, in May 2013, I was interviewed by BBC Look North. You can view this on YouTube at the link below. After that broadcast, Optimax took notice, what a surprise, and openly discussed paying me compensation. Russell Ambrose asked me to suggest a settlement figure, which I did, thinking I would no longer need to worry about the costs for all future treatment. Unfortunately, I've then had zero communication from Optimax in response to this, and they continue to ignore my aftercare needs. They don't even provide me with any eye drops. I am therefore now suing both Optimax and Dr. Malcolm Samuel. I still see Dr. Samuel for scans on a regular basis, but was surprised when Optimax wrote to me last week saying they wouldn't pay for any treatment with Professor Dewar, but Malcolm Samuel could perform collagen cross-linking to my left eye. Malcolm Samuel was in fact the Optimax medical director in 2010, and at this point he put the wrong settings into the NIDEC laser machine and doubled the astigmatism in a 21-year-old man's eyes. 2 years later, the patient received more than £45,000 to keep this quiet, and they somehow think that it is acceptable for me to have surgery with Malcolm Samuel to treat my left eye, even though we've discussed that this should be done externally, and it has already previously been agreed. I am now due to undergo additional tests, which are to assess the state of the nerves in my eyes. I can only say I am so scared of the future and what it holds, as I just don't know how bad my eyes are going to get. Optimax continue to treat people and damage more people's eyes and lives, and they simply just do not care. The profits outweigh the minimal amounts they pay in compensation, and it's not easy to take legal action, believe you me. One thing to be aware of is the change of the aftercare that Optimax offer ultralaser patients. They bought ultralaser in 2012. 1 year later, went into administration, leaving all ultralaser patients without any aftercare. They then came back and changed the company name to Ultralaser Eye Clinics Limited and reopened. Surely this is a legal scam and can't be allowed to continue. And my major concern is that this could happen with Optimax at any point in time. So please, 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 please do not take the risk of ending up like me. It's changed my life. It's ruined my life. And all I can say is, please stay safe and stick with glasses or contact lenses. I really, really, really wish that I had